Alright, this video might be a little bit longer, but I want to go over a lot of stuff that's happened, most of it very recently. But this, if you haven't thought any of my other videos were conspiracy theory videos, and they weren't, because none of the stuff that I've made videos of so far are conspiracy theories. It's all factual stuff. Everything I'm about to talk to you about here is all completely factual as well, but a lot of people are putting it together into conspiracy theories. I've tried to shy away from conspiracy theories with most of my videos, just because I think the general public doesn't understand what a conspiracy theory truly is, and just considers people who may believe in conspiracy theories to be crazy. So let's start off with the TSA. After 9/11, TSA was created. And even back then, if you were able to talk to friends of mine when the TSA was created, I said back then that the TSA was going to become huge. And it might take 10 years, it might take 20 years, but what I said back then, and what I'll say today, is the TSA is virtually going to take over with anything that has to do with transportation here in the United States. That goes from flying to cars to boating, anything that can transport you somewhere. The TSA is eventually going to take over. I wouldn't be surprised, and you can call me crazy today, I don't care. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future, not the conspiracy theory checkpoints and stuff, but I'm saying in the future, like for real, like TSA checkpoints from state to state, from city to city, inspecting your vehicle, making sure that you don't have anything illegal. And that's what it's gonna become. Unless it gets stopped, that is what it's going to become, whether you believe me or not. Years from now, when it happens, you can come back and watch this video, and I can pull an "I told you so," but it will. I have a daughter, and I'm in San Diego now, and I don't want her to fly out here. I'm gonna fly out back there to visit her during the time that I'm out here, because I don't want her to have to deal with the TSA. That's sad. It's really, really sad, but I'm not the only person that believes that, and I think that there are tons of people out there that haven't had anything bad happen to them going through the TSA, which is awesome. That's what the TSA is supposed to do. But I think that it will happen eventually if you travel enough. You'll run into a situation where you completely disagree with what's going on. All right, so talked about the TSA. Now about the NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, and I actually have notes today because I have a lot of stuff. So TSA years ago, after 9/11, National Defense Authorization Act, December 31st, 2011, comprised of $662 billion. And it's a bunch of stuff that goes into this, and most of the conspiracy theorists center on two things, two provisions: the indefinite detention without trial of American citizens in CONUS, we're talking about, and that those people would be held by the United States Armed Forces. The weird thing about this is that the wording of it states that it will not conflict with existing laws. And existing laws state that you have a right to defend yourself, that you are innocent until proven guilty. So there's a lot of legal battles going on over the wording of this document. And there was also a bill, H.R. 3676, to amend that U.S. citizens will not be detained. And right now, it's I guess the status of it's been referred to the House committee. So So that's a big deal, to say that, this law kind of exists. It existed before, but to open it up to CONUS U.S. citizens, and that you will just be detained. I mean, we already do it. If people thought we didn't do that, you were wrong. We've been doing it for years, detaining people, torturing them for information, and not giving them access to the outside world in any way, shape, or form. It's been going on forever. And the signing of this was a big deal. You take from it what you want. All right. In February. Now, this isn't what I'm about to talk to you now. That this isn't like, I don't think this is technically. I'm gonna sound like an idiot. I don't think it's a law. Like, I couldn't find any factual documentation on this, but .coms, and I'm gonna list here: .com, .net, .org, .biz, .edu, .gov, .mil, .us, and any other domain owned or managed in the United States is basically owned by the federal government. They can shut it down anytime they want. I don't know if you knew that or not. This didn't get a lot of publicity, but in February, and even before that, the federal government started shutting down websites. Mostly, the big ones that made headlines of some sort were file sharing websites, where you can upload something to this website and then other people can download it, and it's free. People use it for, if it's a gigantic file that somebody else needs to get, that I created, I can upload it to this website and then they can download it. Well, obviously a lot of people were using that for pirating copyrighted material. They weren't selling it, so I don't know if that falls under the piracy laws, because they weren't making money off of it, but they were sharing it freely, which goes to the whole Napster debacle before basically iTunes pretty much saved the music industry, by taking that idea and then making it legal and stupid cheap and quick and easy to buy music. So they've already shut down websites, and that is what brought this up to where people started doing research on this and what does the federal government own and what can they do? And they can basically just shut down your website for reasons that they deem necessary. The biggest thing people are flying off the handle about now is I guess there's a Russia Today website or YouTube channel, and it was shut down for about 8 hours. And anybody that went to that website, I guess this happened yesterday, anybody that went to the RT YouTube channel got a thing saying this has been, I don't know if it said temporarily or not, but it said this has been shut down due to tons of reasons, spamming and this and that and the other. And then 8 hours later, I guess it was back up. So tons of people are foaming at the mouth about that. Now, I haven't gotten a true story as to why. I don't know if YouTube is the one that shut it down, or if go conspiracy theory route, the government shut it down for whatever reason. But that, hopefully that comes out in the next couple days, that we can find out. But just be aware, the government owns all of those domains, and they can shut them down anytime they want. The next thing,